15-year-old accused of shooting and killing his parents and 3 siblings in Falls City appeared in court today. He was charged Thursday after he was booked on 5 counts of murder in the first degree and 1 count of attempted murder. According to court papers, his 11-year-old sister survived by playing dead after he shot her. Good evening, and thank you for joining Fox 13 News at 10. I'm Frankie Thompson.
And I'm Lauren Donovan. That young girl escaped and is now at home with loved ones. Fox 13's Dave Detling joining us now in the newsroom to show us what happened inside the courtroom.
Good evening. Well, before we begin, we want to warn you the details in this case are disturbing and may be upsetting for some people to hear. Now, during today's hearing, no plea was entered. Prosecutors instead made the formal request to have this case heard in adult court instead of at the Juvenile Justice Center.
Your Honor, Mr. is now in the courtroom in custody.
In court Friday, defense attorney for the 15-year-old accused of killing 5 of his family members told the judge community members who know the defendant have reached out, speaking of his good character.
He's been described as kind and caring, someone who has friends, who engages in pro-social activities, someone who's been a positive contributor to his community.
Fox 13 is not showing the suspect's face as per the judge's order. On Monday morning, King County deputies arrived at the Humiston family home on Lake Ellis Road Southeast. Inside, they found 5 members of the family shot to death. 43-year-old Mark Humiston, his wife, 42-year-old Sarah, and 3 of their children, 13-year-old Benjamin, 9-year-old Joshua, and 7-year-old Catherine. The suspect's 11-year-old sister said he shot at her too. A bullet hit her in the hand and neck. Court documents state she held her breath, played dead, and waited for her brother to leave the room before escaping through a fire window and running to a neighbor's home for help. The first 911 call came from the Falls City home with the 15-year-old sounding out of breath. He told dispatch his brother, quote, just shot my whole family and committed suicide too, adding he made the 911 call 10 to 15 minutes after the last shots were fired. Investigators say he staged the scene in an attempt to blame his younger brother for the crime, but deputies say evidence led to the teen's arrest.
We would like to request that the respondent participate in a JJAT mental health assessment so that we can understand what his needs are while in detention.
Back in court Friday, a mental health examination was requested, but objected to by the teen's attorney. So what happens next? There's a community meeting in Falls City scheduled for tomorrow. The details are there on your screen. The 15-year-old will remain in custody until a decision is made on whether to move this case to adult court or keep it in the juvenile court system.
And the 15-year-old's next court appearance date is scheduled for January. In the newsroom, Dave Detling, Fox 13 News.